out back off stream just a little bit, but I can see it happening, and maybe this is the character or maybe the mix-up that WhYYZ needs, because he lost already 2 of his matches, so maybe that's why he wants to pick a different character, wants to make sure that he can also take this, further down into the bracket. But right now, just mining some materials and kind of feeling it out what's happening. This is very interesting.
Might have messed up the setup there, but is this a button check?
I think it's still a button check, has to be.
Yeah.
So we were not confused.
And if people aren't aware, it's, WhYYZ is actually a non-tap jumper here, because like in a lot of cases, like characters like Steve don't benefit as much from tap jump. I learned this the hard way because like I don't know, the way tap jump is coded in this game is like you skip. It's like hard. It's like you can full hop more easily. So I don't think that benefits as much for a character like Steve. Actually,
that's a very good point that you point out there. And still excited. We're beginning a small battlefield. Definitely favorite, I think, for both characters. Because when you put up the wall as Steve, it's pretty difficult for Shulk to push through. But
yeah, and you can't camp as much with like jump art here. There's like no space to really camp as much.
That's also true. But I also looked at the head-to-head statistics just now and saw that WhYYZ, I think, was up 4-0 against Timothy. So maybe
so that would have been like a, I guess, a case of like Timothy finally adapting to WhYYZ's gameplay. Interesting. Yeah.
Could very well be, but so far it's pretty close. Bringing out the Shield Monado to take some more hits and taking out the Smash Monado. Actually killing?
Yeah.
On 66?
I mean, it was primed with the Smash art. Very good awareness with the Monado arts. It definitely seems like Timothy is quite, not just a loyalist, but very, seems like he's very passionate with a character like Shulk here. You don't really see that often.
No, definitely true. It's hitting quite well, and it's now really difficult for WhYYZ to kind of bring out more materials to get the iron or get to gold to do more damage. But with the Smash Monado on deck, it could be very difficult for Steve to approach just neutral.
Yeah, and you can already see like the amount of resources WhYYZ has been forced to use against Shulk has been quite a lot. He's already losing quite a bit of iron here and needs to keep mining here.
Yeah, it should very well be. We're going to see another up B from or off the stage, closing out the second stock from WhYYZ.
I wouldn't blame him if he swapped back into Lucas, because wow, just 2 consistent edge guards to Smash art here. And
I mean, from what I see, Timothy is ready because he knows, and he's gradually getting all the damage that he needs, all the conversion that he needs to close out the stock with the up B. Oh, almost.
And it's quite unfortunate here. You're not just seeing Timothy adapting here, but like WhYYZ kind of losing a bit of composure and messing up a bit here. As you can tell, like that was likely trying to be like a positioned up B into a up smash. But
yeah, I was trying to say that maybe around this point he should probably look at the weaknesses that Timothy is showing, and maybe perhaps taking those lessons to game 2, but he couldn't really find anything there, and a convincing 3-stock for Timothy. And I'm really curious what WhYYZ is going to answer. Are we going to see the Lucas, or are we going to see perhaps a bigger or better stage for Lucas? And
that actually is a good stage for both characters, so I wouldn't know which one he would have picked here. Oh, and Lucas, yeah, that's fair. I've actually seen him play against Timothy in this exact stage, and it seems to work out.
Well, maybe this is the change that WhYYZ needs, because already down, I think almost now 7 games in a row, it's kind of difficult to come back from that. But if there's a player that can do it, it's definitely WhYYZ with one of the most prime Lucases that we have in the Netherlands. So let's see how it will go out. Game 2. We see the Lucas.
Yeah, and even if it's tough, it's quite an exciting match, because you like both characters have to play around their tools. Like Monado art can be tough to get past, but if you not just bait it out, you condition like a Shulk to do what you want. Lucas can get some crazy stuff on Shulk here.
Well, I do believe that, and we'll see if Lucas is eventually in there, making most of his damage, but also baiting out those up Bs, because you want to punish that heavily as well.
And he's definitely gonna look, he has to be really careful off stage here to not overcommit too low. Because if he goes low, the forwarder just gets with him. Oh, and the back air. Wow, and
We
immediate
love
kill.
to see it. We love to see it. Taking the first stock and already, you know,
wow.
seeing a change of pace, already being more in the lead, being more comfortable. And as I say that, compensated curse. It's back to even ground.
But yeah, I mean, like, from the Smash 4 days, WhYYZ's just been a very comfortable Lucas main. So it's like, it makes sense for him to be very comfortable against Shulk.
And I think already this stage pick is helping for WhYYZ because throwing out the PK fire, having more neutral stage, and
up air,
getting
back
another
air.
one. You love to see it. He's back on it again.
Going quite literally for like the Lucas stuff, and it's working out for him in the DGC at
And
length.
maybe he's just
And the
done.
back net. And let's see if he almost getting the PK freeze 2-frame there, but not just it. And now let's see if he can close out the stock here. And wow, a lot of damage coming out from the Buster and the up smash taking the stock.
Lucas can do, you know, going into Ultimate. And what stage we're going to see? We're going to see PS2.
Oh, actually much more favorable for Timothy here, you know, with like that much range and like a very short platform here.
Yeah, I think a lot of the aerials cover most of the stage for Shulk, giving a good advantage. But, you know, its explosive start in the previous game maybe translates to the third game as well. So far, it's going pretty well for WhYYZ.
And yeah, seemingly being not afraid to go for risky edge guards there, even if the back air is quite telegraphed when you do it at that position. If they double jump, they're they're screwed. It's a guaranteed death there.
Oh, and it's a very good catch. Maybe getting the PK freeze, not right there, but
yeah, could have been a bit delayed, but still, definitely wasn't actually that heavy risk to do it. You know, could just throw it out. Maybe like pressure Timothy into making a mistake there.
I mean, a very good answer from Timothy as well, and maybe now trying to find an off-stage
very good
situation, but
delaying the PK Thunder to avoid potential up B edge guard or to avoid Timothy getting the stock there. And
next row, not going to get it right there, but
yeah,
recovering back with the jump Monado, very good, of course, and a good answer and shoot as well.
Yeah, for sure, and you can definitely tell that like anytime either character's in the corner, it's quite troublesome here.
And I think we're going to probably see another B catch from Timothy.
Very good PK freestyles to have a bit more ledge intangibility here. Yeah, tethering to avoid the high mix-up here.
Another PK freeze, and doing a perfect air dodge to cover back to the stage.
Yeah, as you can see, this is actually the case also in the previous game. Just having like a really good double jump in like vertically wise is quite helpful against a lot of like characters with range here. And it's definitely helping WhYYZ here.
Oh, he catches that.
Yeah.
Also fun to have. Oh, and converting the damage to 50%.
Yeah, just from an overshoot PK Thunder, he already took 60 or 70% here. Oh, and
I wanted to say, Timothy not really finding anything to hit, but fortunately connecting with the back air.
A lot of good just anti-airing and like covering the jump callouts here by WhYYZ. The back air has been working, the forward air and the fire has been working out quite a lot.
It's great to see. Oh, and
whoa, and quite an exclusive shield art only combo here, going for down throws, a bit of a down tilt and a downer here.
Yeah, the double grabs almost catching him out, but the side B or the PK fire not connecting.
Good
barely.
Overshoot there, because otherwise the downer would have caught them. And what? The smash art looking a bit strange for that kill.
It was a strange thing to see, but I think he just tried the B.
But that does make sense. Like even if like that move doesn't fully connect with smash art, that would have killed early regardless.
That's true, and this is a difficult situation for Timothy now because you're kind of down in stamps, but you know it just takes one B maybe out of shoot with the smash Monado in mind
with
to
a reverse, kind of a reverse edge guarding character like Lucas, you cannot make a mistake or an overcommit off stage, for example. Here, you need to like pressure with your forward air and up B here, as you can see.
And exactly that, almost taking the stock to make it an even game, but...
And very good delay here, and the downer might clip. I think that also would have been an SD, but that was very close there.
Could very well be, would have definitely a good connection for Timothy. And now in an even game, well, it is Timothy on 80%, but of course having the shield, the different Monados can definitely work in your favor to push your advantage a little bit more. And now also taking good use of the center stage to you know, push Lucas over to the edge to possibly
even if
see
it's
an
the
LB.
Magic Lucas percent, you can already tell WhYYZ has a little bit more trouble to Timothy adapting to WhYYZ's been doing the Lucas more, and the stage actually helping quite a lot to keep
He was looking for that roll to cover with the forward smash, but Timothy was already ready for that. Now
up airing to stall a
this is
little bit, going for
close
the
situation.
ledge, very good coverage.
And I think this is the second time that Timothy put out the smash from Ronaldo, but couldn't really quite get a hit. It's perfectly fine. It recharges.
Jump bar, almost getting that stock, but the F tilt reverse. You could definitely tell that was super close, but WhYYZ clutched it out, being more patient and defensive against this. And yeah, sticking with the PS2 pick, it seems like both players just don't mind this stage being on right now.
Yeah, the PS2 makes the best games, and I think Timothy is just scratching his head and thinking like, how can I bring back the game one game? Because it was so confident for him, but now struggling to get kind of a footing in this game.
That was quite crazy. The down throw was doing like about 22 or more percent just from the Buster helping out.
Ooh, he was trying to find it again, but
and the jab
barely
actually
missed.
making the jab 2 whiff there, because that move actually has decent knockback, so Smash Art gets you out of it. Weirdly enough, yeah.
I mean, a great forward smash read from Timothy, not quite close in the stock.
Using that downer to, I guess, discourage potential like forward air attempts. And oh wow,
good catch from Timothy, and I think he needs this one because now he can take a little bit more time on the platforms just to take any damage to WhYYZ and to take a more equal game.
Yeah, it's quite the classic edge guard there. You know, forward air and up B always kind of catch Lucas a lot, especially if he doesn't have a jump to protect himself. And you can already see like Timothy is much more comfortable just playing around WhYYZ's tools here against his Lucas. And yeah, see, much better defense here from Timothy's side, using more out of shield options like up B, which cover a lot more range against Lucas.
Definitely have the feeling that we're seeing a change of pace for both players, a little bit more defensive, because of course it's for WhYYZ, you know, his game to take for now.
Wow, that parry was quite clutch, because that would have been another stock, and it would have been a 2-stock lead already. Timothy being super clutch here, having 2 stocks up WhYYZ, and it seems like WhYYZ is struggling and to keep his, not just his composure, but like also to close any stocks out here.
Yeah, he needs to take a big deep breath, because of course going into a game 5 it's still definitely possible, but it's, you know, getting more difficult each game moving forward, each stock moving forward. And
yeah, and luckily WhYYZ already labbed out most shield art combos here, so maybe he could like clutch a kill here.
Okay,
forward.
Yeah, that's going to kill with the Monado.
That almost did like 30 damage. I mean, yeah, forward is like 12.5% already, so it's quite crazy.
Okay, some of the PK fires now connecting as well.
Yeah,
having some damage, but
he kind of needs the PK fires when he's out of range against Shulk. Yeah,
especially at this percent, it's kind of difficult because
stalling out low, and let's see if he makes it back with a delayed PK Thunder recovery. It was quite predictable, but you can tell that he timed it, so it was a little less risky against a character like Shulk.
It was definitely very low, and I think Shulk is not really favored to go there at that point.
He would definitely need to like commit to a jump R, and maybe he could like be exploited for doing that.
Okay, we see some of the Zers connecting, but not into anything else.
Yeah, and you tend to notice that Timothy doesn't actually opt for any jump art camping it. It definitely seems like it might not work for a player against WhYYZ. But let's see if he can use that carefully. Yeah, see what the up here. Again, he actually was pretty clutch in the previous game, so yeah. Oh, the FD pick. That might not be the best option for Timothy here, so I'm guessing he banned PS2 this time.
I wanted to ask about it, because if I see it on paper, to my knowledge, I would think that this would be favored to Lucas. But
yeah, because fire just is harder to evade with a platform, just like not just being present, and like there's just less space for Timothy to camp out Lucas, and like he gets cornered more easily by DGC and other Lucas pressure.
Well, now getting those forward air strings from Timothy, looking for the up B, or oh
yeah,
goodness,
that was
the up smash could do it as well.
Very clutch timing. WhYYZ pretty much couldn't do anything except ledge attack time, or yeah, get past it like vertically. But that's pretty risky.
It's very risky, but it pays off now having a lead in the first game.
I'm noticing, yeah, Timothy was probably just abusing the fact that he has a much bigger like shield. With yeah, shield art lets him just hold it longer, be defensive.
And that's also a mix because he didn't show it in the previous games. So that's kind of the ability that these players have to make these last decisions and going forward and going
for the 50-50 there with that down tilt F smash there. You know, if you air dodge in, if you commit to a button, you immediately die for that. So you need to be aware and not. You can't even DI the down tilt, so it's unreactable, like what Lucas does against that.
Oh, are we going to see an up out of shoot? We're going to see a back air also connecting, and
you definitely can see a little bit less composure by WhYYZ, but it definitely seems like he can clutch it out. He always seems to be able to come back from a lot of games here. So
well, could definitely power up with the Super Saiyan again, but Timothy now holding the center stage really well, just knowing that this is your last stock. You don't need to, you know, hurry it up. You can take it anytime, but
the PK freeze condition into the edge guard there was quite smart. You know, using the down tilt unreactable like pressure there to see if Timothy was going to up B immediately or maybe get out with Monado. If he does that, he wastes Monado. So
this is a super power that WhYYZ was definitely looking for, because now it's an even game and it could go anywhere. You know, if one person gets a good opening, it could very well be the stock as well.
Yeah,
Timothy hitting it 2 times, but
could very well be shield poked or shield broken here for not for overcommitting.
Oh, this is scary because he has Smash Monado on deck.
Ooh, very good patient tether here, and yeah, we might see the Super Saiyan nest, some people would call it. But yeah. Maybe WhYYZ could bring this back, you never know. Lucas kills pretty early.
He could throw early, but also the PK freeze could also
at the forward air
lay him on.
Covering a lot, and oh, the unfortunate